Deep inside Windsor Castle, the corridors are reportedly crackling with tension. A king, battling cancer, managing a monarchy in crisis, navigating a brother under arrest, is said to be at breaking point, and storming toward those corridors is the one member of the royal family that everyone, including reportedly the Queen herself, should be deeply cautious about crossing. Her Royal Highness, the Princess Royal, Princess Anne, 75 years old, toughest royal alive, holder of over 850 royal engagements a year. A woman who once told an attempted kidnapper, to his face, not bloody likely. And according to palace insiders, she is furious, not quietly displeased, not diplomatically concerned, furious. Welcome to the Royal Crown Diaries. Dear friends, today we are bringing you the most explosive palace drama of the month. The story of a royal showdown that sources say has been building for months, that has now reached boiling point, and that has a king caught right in the middle of two of the most formidable women in Britain. Buckle up, let us start with the facts. Because before we get to the confrontation, we need to understand what has made Princess Anne so furious. The story begins with two young women who have done nothing wrong. Princess Beatrice, 37 years old, quietly hard-working, devoted mother to little Sienna. Princess Eugenie, 36 years old, anti-slavery campaigner, currently pregnant with her third child. Both are the daughters of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, a man currently under active police investigation. Both are the granddaughters of the late Queen Elizabeth II. Both have maintained their royal duties, their dignity and their grace throughout one of the most difficult periods any royal daughters have ever been asked to endure. And according to sources, both are being systematically frozen out. In March 2026, reports confirmed that Beatrice and Eugenie had been barred from joining the wider royal family at Royal Ascot, an event they have attended for literally their entire lives. Then came the Chelsea Flower Show, another cherished fixture, another year absent. No official explanation, no statement, no acknowledgement. Just two chairs that used to be filled, quietly left empty. According to palace insiders, Anne believes Queen Camilla has strongly influenced how people within royal circles view the York sisters. And most damningly of all, sources say Anne does not recognise this hard line as coming from King Charles himself. She believes this level of coldness is not in her brother's character, and that it has Camilla's fingerprints all over it. Camilla's fingerprints all over it. Now, let us talk about Queen Camilla for a moment, because the picture that is emerging from palace sources is fascinating. According to reports, Queen Camilla has teamed up with Prince William to push King Charles against Andrew and his daughters. Camilla, according to separate sources cited by the National Examiner, wants nothing to do with Harry and is revolted by the soft stance Charles is taking. She fully supports William's blanket no-forgiveness policy. She has reportedly also been described as strategizing behind the scenes, positioning herself against those she views as threats to the stability of the slimmed-down monarchy she and William have been quietly building together. And now, according to insiders, Anne believes the way Beatrice and Eugenie are being treated is awful and cruel, and she suspects Camilla is the driving force. She sees someone she describes, and these are reportedly her words, as an outsider, being cruel to her nieces. An outsider. That word, if true, tells you everything about where Princess Anne's head is right now. She has known Beatrice and Eugenie since the day they were born. They are her nieces. Their mother, Sarah Ferguson, for all the tabloid stories, was once a close friend of Anne's. And she will not stand silently while two innocent young women pay the price for their father's sins. Sources say Anne has now made clear, in no uncertain terms, that she wants a direct confrontation on the matter. She reportedly wants King Charles to look her in the eye and explain himself. She reportedly wants answers. She reportedly wants it stopped. And this is where it gets truly extraordinary. because here is His Majesty King Charles III, a 77-year-old man, battling cancer, managing the Andrew investigation, managing the Harry situation, managing a slimmed-down monarchy in the middle of the most turbulent period in modern royal history. And now, reportedly, his sister is demanding a confrontation over his wife. Sources describe William as fuming at what he sees as Charles yo-yoing over the Beatrice and Eugenie snubs, wanting the king to be firm and stay firm, while Anne is pushing with equal force from the opposite direction. William pulling one arm, Anne pulling the other. And Camilla, according to sources, standing firmly beside William. The king is said by insiders to be exhausted by the relentless internal pressure. One source described him, in a phrase that stopped us cold, as being at breaking point, a king at breaking point, managing a family that seems determined to pull itself apart from every direction simultaneously, quietly, behind the magnificent stone walls of Windsor. This is apparently where we are. And here is the critical factor that every observer of this drama must understand. Princess Anne does not back down. This is a woman who has completed over 800 royal engagements in a single year, who returned to royal duties less than 24 hours after being hospitalized following a horse-riding accident, who told a kidnapper not bloody likely and meant it. Sources are clear. Anne is not happy and doesn't take kindly to someone she sees as an outsider being cruel to her nieces. The word outsider in that context is, frankly, explosive. Because Camilla has been queen for 3 years, she has worn the crown, she has done the work, she has earned enormous public respect. But to Anne, reportedly, she remains someone who came into this family and is now making decisions that affect people who were born into it. That distinction matters enormously to a woman like Princess Anne. Whether this confrontation has happened behind closed doors already, whether it is still building toward a breaking point, sources are not entirely clear. What is clear is that the tension is real. Frustration is real. And when Princess Anne finally decides she has had enough, she will say so, loudly, clearly, without a moment's hesitation, and the corridors of Windsor Castle will hear every word.